Okay guys, so today is a rough one because basically all right, so today is a rough one. It's raining outside and I want to get stuff done, and I kind of can't get stuff done because it's raining outside and cement board is really toxic. So what I thought we would do today is basically just make sure that all of my supports are in for the beams, and then finish up anything else that I can do. If I need to, I can always go out to the garage and cut the cement board, even though I'm going to get wet and stuff. That way we get something done today. I also need to focus on the ceiling and stuff like that. I was hoping I could get some of the posts done today, because then we wouldn't have to worry about that part, and then we could do the messy stuff like next weekend. But there's still some messy stuff that I do have to do up here to fix some of the ceiling before we start in with the plaster, because we have to do some plaster work on the top because I had to cut some stuff. We may have to do some more plaster work too, just because of the fact that I had to fix some of my lighting. I might have to fix that too. I don't know. We'll have to see how many millimeters thick. I think it's going to be fine, but we'll just have to see what happens. I am going to try to make some measurements on stuff that I already have calculated over here. That's what took me so long to start today. I don't know what time it is, but I'm sure it's past 12 already. Which I should be doing stuff in the morning and at night to get this stuff done. But this is going to be a probably two-parter kind of thing, possibly even more than that, depending on where we end up to. I've already picked out the countertops. The only thing is that I don't know how much it's going to cost. It's about $75, I think, per square foot, if it didn't go up from there, for the countertops that I have chosen. So whenever we get to that, that will be a huge, ginormous expense. We may decide to go ahead and do other projects before we get to that project of getting the countertops done, which I will have somebody put them in, because I am not going to tackle that whatsoever. There's no freaking way. One of the other things is that I am going to have some merch on my bonfire. Since we're not monetized yet, but we almost are. Hey guys, as of Saturday, what is today, the 27th, I have 100 subscribers, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. I wanted to tell you that, and that we're almost there. We have about 400 more subscribers to go until we can get one of the parameters of the monetization happening. And then we have a ton more to go as far as watch hours. They still have watch hours all the way up to 3,000, I think it is. And I think we are not even there, not even close. We're not even halfway through. So that's one of those things where watching those videos and they're for free would be really beneficial, so we can start getting paid for this channel. I was paid in the past for my channel, but of course stuff happened, and you can go back into some of my previous videos where I have told everybody about that. But now I'm renovating my 1982 house and trying to get that done piece by piece, slowly, as finances occur. So, one other thing is that, like I said before, Bonfire merch is on the Bonfire channel, linked down in the description below. I'm so sorry that we skipped out on our live video this past week. I had something come up that I had to address that got me a little bit outside my normal comfort zone and norms of things. So I had to address that right away. And it's too bad that it happened. It's a work related thing. So I had to address that right away with some things that I can't go into discussion about because I'm not allowed to talk about work, my hygiene job here on this channel. We have rules if we want to be associated with the company that I work for. So I'm not allowed to go into detail. So I'm a hygienist and that's all I can say. And then I do this DIY stuff for fun, which is really cool. So because of the situation that is going on, there is a chance that we may have to move on. So we'll have to see how that goes. Usually when people start bugging me about some stuff, that's usually what the answer is. So we'll see what happens with that. It might be a bigger opportunity that may come up to where I might be able to do other stuff instead. So it might actually be a good thing if that does happen. I don't know. We'll have to see. I've got different aspects of things coming up too. So we'll see what happens and how that plays out. And if they dig deeper into some other things that may come about. And if they do, then they're in the wrong. So anyway, that's all I can say. Sorry being about generalization. We may have to just cut that part out. But anyway, if you want to, the merch is on the Bonfire channel itself. And then the other thing would be that we are going to be doing a ton of stuff today. Like I said before, we may do some stuff with the lights, but we're also going to do some stuff with plaster, probably not today, maybe more next weekend. There's so many steps of things that we have to get done before we can do this wall over here. And I still need to patch up our movie room wall on some areas too. So I would like to do that before I move on to more of the kitchen side of things. I can't do anything with some stuff until excuse me, we get the countertops in, and in some ways I can't do anything until we get some of the flooring in to match where everything is going to lay properly. So let's get into the video. First off, we're going to be doing a bunch of cutting because we have a bunch of stuff to do. I did decide not to. I was gonna put the boards inlaid into here and make this exactly what it would come up to be as far as up to the countertop height for it to lay smoothly on this side, but most likely this will be a separate piece anyway. And this piece right here, I'm probably gonna have it come up, this cabinet up a little ways, and so will this come up a little ways too anyway. So it will have to be where I'm gonna need somebody to come out and measure. And in order to do that, the plywood is probably gonna have to sit on top of here. And then of course, the quartz countertop will sit on top of that. And then this will be all fancied up. But if there is not enough room down below this line or anything like that, I'm not gonna worry about it too much, because then everything will go down a little bit below the countertop and it will butt up next to each other and it'll be fine. So I'm not really too worried about that part. So I measured everything. I hope I got everything correctly done. Otherwise, it could end up being an issue. I have 3 boards that I need to do. And then we also need to get our plywood on top of here. So we have something that's more on top of here. So we have something that is actually screwed in to this area. And hopefully I can get everything screwed down flat enough to where the screws won't be a problem for placing the countertop on top of it. So hopefully that will be okay. If it is a problem, then I guess we'll deal with it later. And then I'll actually have to go in and insert stuff. And I don't really want to do that. So I'd rather just lay it right on top and then build the flooring up from there. There is going to have to be flooring underneath this part of things, which is where the oven is, because the oven is actually tilted backwards right now because part of the wheels and stuff go out onto the actual subfloor, and part of them are actually on that yucky like laminate stuff that's on here. And you'll find that I will show you like that there's holes in the laminate and stuff like that too, which we'll get to later. Okay. So let's do some cutting here because, as you can see down below here, and I have my phone plugged in just in case it needs some extra juice today. In between here, there's only one bracket holding that, one bracket holding it over here, and one bracket at the very end over here. And there's all these kind of extra brackets that we need to put back there so that they're also acting as a holder for these little posts in between, which are really strong, and also as a support for the actual little mini bar thing that I have going on right here. So this is not really what I wanted to do with this area. I kind of wanted to take out this too, but the electrical had to run through the wall, and I did not want to go underneath and move the electrical out. So we're kind of stuck with what we have here, and I'm okay with that. Because after a while of living with this, I have figured that I think that it's going to work out just fine. It just took a little while to figure all of that stuff out. So we are going to go ahead and get this started. And the reason why I'm having such a hard time today is because the weather is really rainy, crappy outside today. I had a difficulty with getting up and everything, getting ready to go, because it is, of course, raining like cats and dogs outside, and it was snowing for a few seconds of time outside like that. And so that is also kind of an issue. So there's a bunch of rain and stuff out there right now, and it's pretty much kind of tapering off right now, but you can kind of hear it too if you listen real hard. So we'll start.
22 and 4.
Mercedes just got fucking in trouble.
Get the fuck out of my house! It's against my constitutional rights! So it's been kind of a really cold, yucky weekend, and it's supposed to be a better weekend next weekend. So I was looking at the weather, doing some stuff, and finishing some odds and ends so that I could get measuring for my cement board. It turns out that I spent almost this whole entire weekend trying to sit and figure out how I could measure these posts right here and make them better. And yeah, so we did that, which was really cool. So that is all done. So I wanted to get that done at least, and then do a bunch of measuring and put in the framing pieces on the bottom, so I have something to right here. All of these guys, 1, 2, 1. I don't know where the other one I think is up here, and 1, 2. That way there's enough framing pieces or wood pieces so that there's something for the board to go into. I think I'm gonna have to put one more across here. I don't know if you need a certain amount in order to be able to like put the cement board securely on there or not, but I want to, so I might just leave this board right here to go right there, because that one almost needs like 3 of them. You can kind of see the other one, it's kind of tucked under here. And I don't know if the other ones are going to need more or not. I guess I could do that if we needed to. But we're going to have to secure them on there, probably down the middle here, and then across this way. And that will all be secure. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. And I know that I'm kind of going slow at this point in time, and I did a bunch of measurements today. You can see, like, I've gotten all that stuff. I can't do the drywall part of things. See, I'm eating on my stuff. So I can't do the drywall measurements yet until I get, like, all of this is measured. Okay. Which I'm crossing stuff off as I've already done it, which we've got the board right here down. So I've got a bunch of measurements that I just did, and just did the opening framing stuff to finish it off. I still have not gotten this electrical mess figured out, so I'm gonna probably still close it up and just leave the opening there, and I'll have to mess with it later because I have been so freaking tired trying to get all these videos out and all this stuff done. Worrying about some other things too that are behind the scenes, which have nothing to do with the channel. So I have a lot of things going on that I have to get done personally and on this channel. So that is what we're working with right now. And then I wanted to appreciate everybody who has subscribed to the channel. I think it's wonderful that you guys have watched my videos and all that stuff, especially since I lost my other channel. And now I get to still make this house come to life. And here pretty soon, you're going to see more of that coming up in the next couple weeks. If you click on this video and watched it through the end, you are going to see something else come up on the next video. I am going to let you guys see something else come up to the next video. And if you watch the live video this week, you're going to also see something else. Okay. You're also going to notice some other things, like some new outfits and stuff like that. And some of those are on Bonfire. So if you want to get his t-shirt, they're in the description down below. If you think I should do a different type of t-shirt too, one with Nashoba on it, or a German Shepherd on it, different than what I have in there, leave it something down below too. But also, if you watch the other videos and the live, you're also going to see other things coming up. And my next video, that is the third video of this week, I am going to give you a little sneak peek of something else, okay? And I think you're going to like this something else because it has to do with next week's video. And I think you're going to like that. And then, of course, on Thursday, when I do my live video, I'm also going to give you some more information too, which has something to do with something else, okay? So if you guys watch those videos, you're going to see a bunch of stuff. So stay inspired. I hope you guys get inspired or aspire to do something wonderful in people's lives and aspire to do something wonderful in yours. And we'll see you next time on Inspire the Simple Life. Janelle's Life.